I don't like you. I don't like Big Pharma. I don't like Big Sugar. I don't like you. I don't like the negativity. I don't like the woe is me. I don't like the just complaining with to no end. I don't like you. I don't like you. And guess what? I ain't got to like you. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sit up here and keep playing these little Mickey Mouse games and dancing around it. People who don't understand boundaries of others and can't respect diversity of thought and other beliefs. I don't like you. And guess what? You ain't got to like me either, boo. Listen, there's a whole lot of things that I may not necessarily like in health, but guess what? I have to continue to do in health because I like the end result of what that thing is going to give me. So here's the thing. There comes a time where you got to be willing to say to yourself and to others and to other oppositions of things that you know are detrimental to you. I don't like you. I don't like you. So anybody trying to take me down the path of type 2 diabetes, I don't like you. You trying to take me down the path of high blood pressure, I don't like you. You're trying to make me feel bad about myself or like I can't have my own views, thoughts, and opinions, I don't like you. And here's the thing. You can't whoop me. I ain't worried about you. I don't need your approval. Here's the thing. I got one master. I got one Lord, and his name is Jesus Christ. I need you to understand that I understand who I serve, whose I am, and who I am, and I don't need your approval. There comes a time in your life where you got to stop with being in a state of arrested development. There's a time that you have to go ahead and mature emotionally. There are people in this world, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, they always gonna have a problem with it. You ain't gotta keep trying to check yourself on the cause of them. Just go on ahead and tell the truth. I don't like you. And here's the thing. If I say something that's really working your nerves or you always taking offense to, and here's the thing, and if I haven't said that I ain't changing it, I don't like you, boo. And if you want to ask me directly, I'll straight up tell you, I do not like you. I ain't worried about you. I ain't scared of none of you, as Bernie Mac used to say. But here's the truth. No, seriously, though. I need you to understand this thing. I have God-fidence. I understand who my hope is in. I understand that Jesus the Christ is the one that paid it all on that cross for me. I understand that he gave me the gift of eternal life. I understand that greater is he that is within me than he that's in the world. I understand that there's a lot of things that may go on in life, and I may be suffering in my family health journey right now. But here's the thing. I have confidence because I know that God is not only is he able, but if he's willing to do it, even if he's not willing to do it, I know that he can do it. I know that he is capable of healing. I know that he's capable of showing up and meeting all of my needs and providing everything that we need in this family. Here's the thing that I do understand. Ain't nobody got a heaven or a hell to put me in. I have confidence. It's in him that I live and I move and I have my being. Stop pulling your own punches, worried about what other people gonna say and think. Man, forget about them. Forget about all of that. They ain't got no heaven or hell to put you in, and most of them ain't giving you no money. They ain't paying none of your bills. They're not supporting your business. They're not supporting the content that you're putting out on your channel. They're doing nothing but judging you. And here's the thing. They're good to go right on over there. That don't mean you got to internalize their judgment. That don't mean that you got to go ahead and now keep adjusting yourself. Do I believe in self-assessment? Absolutely. I believe what Ice Cube said. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. But here's the thing. Some of those same haters, some of those same people who ain't doing nothing but just spewing out venom, spewing out a bunch of foolishness because they want you to ignore your intention that God has for you, and they want you to start focusing on distraction. That's what it is. They ain't got nothing but the spirit of distraction. That's what it is. They Beelzebub, Judas, backstabbers. I ain't got time for it. I ain't come to play. I did not come to play with them. I did not come to entertain them. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. I don't want them on a boat. I do not want them with a goat. I do not want them, Sam I am. I do not like you. All right? I do not like you. If I'm not changing, if the way I talk, if my diction, if the words and my expression is a problem for you, guess what? I don't like you. And you ain't got to like me either. Because guess what? You ain't putting now dollar up in this bank account. You ain't putting now shoe on this here foot. You ain't putting no food in my belly, my child belly, or my grandchild belly, or my mama belly. So listen, go on ahead and find you somebody else that's a jelly back that you could play with, but not up around here. All right? I'm 305 for life, baby. 305 for life. We don't play that. We won't play that in Dade County. Listen, let me explain something to you. You got to stop pulling your punches. You got to move forward and do whatever it is that God gave you to do. Stop sitting up here letting these people with this fake arrogance and fake confidence that they round here posturing and all of this kind of stuff. You know, I'm gonna tell you a story once. I was working a game, and listen, there were gunshots that came out. Now, there are some people that are in my industry. I've been in the sports medicine industry most of my entire adult life. And so there are a lot of people who got a lot of book smarts. There are a lot of people who can sit up here and they say they're going to act like they're going to do this and do that. But see, when you have to work on somebody in the midst of danger, when you're working on somebody and gunshots is ringing out and you don't know where they coming from and you still got to do a job and you still got to finish what you're doing in health, that's when the rubber meet the road. See, a lot of people be sitting up here, they can talk the talk, but they're not walking the walk. I don't walk the walk. See, I know what it is to be shot at. I understand what it is when you're trying to dodge bullets. I know what it's like to be running with medical equipment. But some of them same people, guess what they did? They buckled and they folded. They buckled and they folded and shivering and shaking in their boots, couldn't move, couldn't do nothing. Meanwhile, I have a duty to respond. I have a duty to act. So you better stop sitting up here giving all your time and focus and attention to people who can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag. Listen, stop the foolishness. Stop faking the funk. Stop allowing these people to go ahead and make you feel less confident or like you less than for whatever reason. Listen, when the rubber meet the road, they ain't as talented as you at the thing that you do, and nor are they willing to, with the rubber meets the road, if the bottom falls out and everything is not perfectly lined up or teed up, they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing. That may be the place where you shine. That's the place where you shine. Listen, I still got it in and still was able to go on ahead and run with that equipment on across the field into safe cover. I didn't fall apart. I didn't break. I didn't crumble. I relied upon the training that I already had received, not to mention the life experience. I understood that I had to stay calm. I understood that I needed to think, what's the next right move? What's the next right move? That's it. I couldn't focus on all of the chaos. Couldn't be no chaos in me. Otherwise, I would have been lost in that whole moment. You can't get lost in all of the noise and the chaos that's going on and ensuing around you. All of the words and all of the stuff and the distractions of the people and they're buzzing this and this person calling you. You got 11 social sites that you plugged into. You're listening to all the different news channels. You got this person in your ear, that person in your ear. Shut up. Shut it down. I'm going to say it again. Shut them up. Shut it down. Be willing to let them know, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like green eggs and ham. Maybe you need to go back and read that Dr. Seuss book. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Or maybe you need to be like Sam I am and be persistent. See, I'm persistent with my message. I'm persistent with my purpose. I'm persistent with my fulfillment of what it is that God put me here to do. And nobody else gets to define Shawnte Wells other than me. Shawnte Health Wells, but me. You don't get to decide who I am, how I decide to be, who I decide to show up with. That all starts right here and resonates with me. I know who created me. I know who I have trust in. And I understand that everybody's not going to like me. And that is all right. They entitled to that. But what they not entitled to is to think that they're going to direct my path. What they not entitled to is to think that they're going to be the boss of my purpose. The devil is a big old fat, juicy, extra crispy lie. Not today, not never, and not never again. So this is the time that you need to make sure you go on ahead and tell the devil he'll show enough lie. Not today, not never again. And listen, not on my watch. Do the thing that you're supposed to do. Do the thing that God put you here to do. Some people, you need to straight up let them know, I don't like you. So Big Sugar, I don't like you. Big Pharma, I don't like you. Those of y'all who selling fake products, fake false hopes, some of y'all charlatans out there in the marketplace, some of y'all fake influencers, I don't like you. Some of y'all who tearing up people's health and don't know what you're talking about, I don't like you. Some of y'all who in the medical community who sold out the Big Pharma and Big Sugar, and you silencing yourself because you know what the truth is, but you pandering foolishness to the people. I do not like you. And so I need you to understand this. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. Listen, turn from your wicked ways. Listen, repent and go on ahead and do what you know you're supposed to do. Do right by people. Do right by people. Listen, you got to be willing to humble yourself. And that's the problem with some of these people that you're listening to. They not humble and they going to bust hell wide open. Don't follow them. Don't sit up there and be right along with them. See, they think that they just because they got a couple of dollars, listen, that it's all gravy and they can talk to people in their own kind of way, and that their opinion is the only opinion that exists. Opinion, as my granddaddy used to say, is just like somebody's bottom. Everybody got one. I think you know what I mean by that. Listen, embody the thing that you're supposed to be. Show up and continue. Whether you fall off the wagon or not, keep showing up. Keep moving forward in your purpose. Tell whoever you got to tell, even if it's you. Maybe there are parts of you need to say, straight up say, I don't like you. I ain't tolerating that foolishness. Listen, the part of me that wants to listen to other people who I know ain't got no good thing in mind for me, listen, I don't like you. And I'm not willing to forfeit my future and the future of everybody's lives who's networked with me because I'm sitting here trying to people please, or because I'm sitting here trying to play nice, or I'm sitting here trying to be accepted. The devil is a lie. You ain't the boss of me. You can't control me. You cannot tell me what to do and how to do it and when I'm going to do it and all of that. You is not my boss. Nobody is my boss. God is my boss. God is my boss. I need you to understand that. And some of you, it's going to take that. You need to understand that God said he came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. It's time for you to stop letting your accuser, the enemy, sit up here and keep betraying you. Get that soda up out your refrigerator. Listen, get that canola oil up out your cupboards. Get that hot sauce and throw it on back to the pit of hell where it came from. You know you got that high blood pressure. Let it go. You need to throw them pickles on out. Get rid of them pickles. That sodium tearing you up. Some of y'all need to look at all that stuff. They got that high fructose corn syrup. Go on ahead and throw it out. Tell them I don't like you. I do not like you. Them excuses that you make up for not making sure that you get out and move your body 20 to 30 minutes a day, or try to at least make sure you get 7,000 steps in. You need to go on ahead and say, what? I don't like you. Get your behind up and get to stepping, as Martin would say. Move your body. A lot of y'all liver is toe up. Your eyes yellow and all of this. You better go on ahead and get yourself some chaga, the king of all mushrooms. Clean that foolishness out. Clean your body and detox. And you need to make sure you having at least half your body weight in ounces of water. Dead them excuses. Dead all of this foolishness. People trying to make you jump through hoops to get you some water. So what if you ain't got it in the glass bottle? Some water is better than no darn water. I can tell you that much. Would it be better for you to make sure that you're not dealing with microplastics? Absolutely. Would it be better for you to make sure you got some spring water? Absolutely. But some water is better than no water. So I'd rather you go on ahead and drink the water that you're drinking versus not getting none at all, because that's even worse. So do what you got to do till you can do better. Make sure you have at least half your body weight in ounces of water every single day. So if you weigh 200 pounds, that means 100 ounces of water that you need daily. The water you put in your mushroom coffee, that counts. The water you put in your teas, that counts. You need green tea. Drink your antioxidants. Drink your antioxidants. If you don't know what fruit to have, start having a kiwi a day. That's a super fruit. This will help you start turning things around. Get you some watermelon when it's in season. And make sure you eat the white part that's closer to the rind. Stop throwing it away. Do what you can do. And when pomegranates and pumpkins get in season, you need to be having them too when you can. But you can start with the kiwi. Start with you some kiwi. Make sure that you have you some water. And then you need to start meditating, doing the 4-7-8 deep breathing meditation. Dead them excuses. Dead all of the complaints. The Bible tells us to meditate. What is you talking about? You letting some of these people who ain't studied and don't know how to rightly divide the word. This is why the Bible tell you to study to show yourself approved. A lot of y'all listening to people, these charlatans who don't know what they talking about and can't even read. They hooked on phonics themselves. And you sitting up here listening to them and thinking they telling you what's right. And they telling you what's wrong. They leading you to a premature grave. You need to meditate. You can easily do these breathing meditations. You can meditate on the word. You can do physiological size. You could do the 4-7-8 deep breathing meditation 3 times a day, bringing in that nitric oxide that you're going to get through your nose. That's something you could do to lower your unnatural stress levels for free. That's something you could help your heart take a bath for free. You need to walk. You need to hydrate. You need to make sure that anybody that's trying to push and promote a sedentary lifestyle to you, I don't like you. I don't like you. That's what you need to be saying. I don't like you. Listen, Dr. Louis Ignaro said a sedentary lifestyle is voluntary suicide. That's what it is. Voluntary suicide. You see why I ain't got time to be around here playing with people and they haters and this, that, and the other and talking about, oh, you need to be, watch this, watch that. Man, bump all that. I'm from a 305. Ain't nobody worried about y'all. I ain't worried about you at now turn. You ain't finna whoop me. I can tell you that much. So I ain't scared of you. You ain't got no heaven or hell to put me in. You don't have a heaven or hell to put me in. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not. The worst done happened to me. So I am not afraid of you. I don't care if you don't like me. But I am going to do what God told me to do. I am going to stand on business. I am going to stand firm on the things that he's given me. I do fully stand 10 toes down on my beliefs and my thoughts. Am I open to expanding that? Absolutely. But when I draw that sign in the land, draw that line in the sand, and when I say this is what it is, it's what it is. You need water. You need good sleep hygiene. You need to make sure that you're meditating. You need to move your body. I stand on business on that to the day I die. Ain't nobody gonna move me on that. Ain't nobody gonna move my thoughts or views on that. I don't care what they say. So you can sit up here and be, dancing around with people and trying to be diplomatic. Certain things I'm not going to be diplomatic on. Are there times that I want to employ diplomacy? Absolutely. But there's got to be a point and something in your life where you say, the gloves come off. Enough is enough. I'm standing on business. I'm standing on this health business. And I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care. I don't care because people are dying in America. There are families that are being destroyed. Mamas having heart attacks. Children, sons, around here needing liver transplants at 12 and 13. There's a problem when people can easily tap into adaptogens if they had the information. So stop sitting up here and thinking that the cavalry is coming or that they coming to save you. They're not coming to save you. I'm here to tell you that. A lot of these people is sold out to big sugar. A lot of them is sold out to big pharma. They done stacked the deck against you. They worried about maximizing their shareholders' values. That's it. They ain't worried about you and your churn. They ain't worried about you. They ain't worried about you, Cletus. So I want to make sure that I am here to let you know that there comes a time where you simply got to say, I don't like you. But you know what? I'm grateful that God do. I'm grateful that he came. See, the enemy had three purposes. He don't come and try to tell up nothing unless he know he got something to steal, something to kill, and something to destroy. Who rob an empty bank? Ain't nobody gonna case out no empty bank. He ain't coming to rob and steal from no empty bank. He only comes if he got something to steal, something to kill, and something to destroy. That's why God said he came that you may have life and have it more abundantly. He said he would above all things, keyword, all things, that you would be in health and that you would prosper in your body, even as your soul prospers. Your body and your soul, same level. It's that serious. So you got to get emotionally mature. You got to move beyond arrested development. You have to have the willpower to say, no, we not finna sit up here and keep eating these franken foods and fake foods. Them chips, them potato chips is fake. They fake. Them Cheetos is fake. A lot of these snack foods and stuff, listen, most of them bananas that you around here seeing in the store, them things is fake. You can't see the seeds, it's fake from the outside. You better go on ahead and get real food. You better go on ahead and start with your water. Get the water you need. Get the green tea that you need. Make sure you start having, you don't know what mushrooms to start with mushroom elixirs by Four Sigmatic. Chaga, the king of all mushrooms. If stress is a problem, get you some reishi. Reishi. These are adaptogens. They'll adapt to be what you need, but I'm telling you something that'll be really, really beneficial, especially if you need to detox. Start with that chaga. If you know your immune system is weak, you need to go on ahead and start with that turkey tail. Listen, I personally like to make sure I go on ahead and do the turkey tail reishi mushroom elixir mix, and that's what I have in the evening. So I'm saying all night, my boys getting swole. They getting ready so we can go out. Hey, we ready. We ready. We ready. What? We ready. We ready for that next day. We ready. That's what you need to make sure that you do. If you around here, you know dementia, or if you having a hard time focusing and mental clarity is something you need, get that lion's mane. Gonna help your brain. Lion's mane gonna help your brain. Lion's mane gonna help your brain. Lion's mane gonna help your brain. Listen, so that chaga gonna give you that detox, that full going on head body reset that you need. You need to go on ahead and have something that's gonna be whatever you like. Get started with that chaga. If you need to go ahead and lower that stress, get rid of that stress. Listen, that reishi is usually packaged with that ashwagandha, like Wakanda Forever. Listen, they're going on ahead and lower that stress naturally. And it usually will also you'll get some turkey tail along with it, so you can get your boys, they can be ready to go to war with you, ready to go on ahead and tell them viruses, them parasites, and bacteria that's coming your way, what's up? What's up? Watch out. What's the time, boy? So as you can see, I like to wow sometimes, but I just had to go ahead and share what was on my heart because, I just feel like a lot of times, yeah, I know. Y'all probably said, dang, they be wilding in Miami. We sure do. That's why everybody like to come to the bottom. That's why everybody be liking to come to Florida, baby, and specifically South Florida. Yeah, we about that. We on that. But I need to make sure I help you understand that, listen, it's okay to draw the line in the sand and say, I don't like you. So if you're not here and standing for life, I don't like you. If you're not here and ready for people to have a longer health span and you're not trying to be about bringing forth solutions for families here in America, I don't like you. I don't care about nothing that you trying to talk about. I ain't worried about all that. I care about what's going on here. The Bible say make sure your own cistern is full. I got to make sure I take care of home first. I got to make sure that I do what all I could do for this right here. You feel me? I need you to stand your ground. It's time for you to take a stand for your purpose, for your dreams, for the things that God has put in your heart to do, to stand on it. It's time for you to stand on it. Stand on it. I don't care how many jobs you got to work to stand on it. Stand on it. I don't care how many clients you got to have to stand on it. Stand on it. Keep moving forward. Don't let these people turn you around. Don't let these fake wannabe influencers around here shortchange you. Stop it. Stop it. You got the answers inside you. God already done put it there. Everything you need is already there. And he'll continue to reveal it by and by. My grandmama used to say, listen, keep on saying good morning. Keep saying good morning. You'll understand it. You'll get it in the wash. You'll understand it by and by. Keep on saying good morning. I finally understood what she meant by that. Keep saying good morning. Meaning keep on living. But it's time out for you sitting up here letting these words, I don't like you, keep you and hold you hostage. Those are identities. Those are identities. You don't need nobody else's approval. You don't even need my approval. But just in case you need to hear somebody tell you, you all right, you all right, move forward. You need to tap into God-fidence. God-fidence will build your confidence. It will build your self, belief. Tap into your God-fidence. Trust what God is able to do. Trust what he can do. Trust that he got you. Look, go to the end of the book. It's already won. You in a fixed fight. It's already won. Listen, there are people that got a whole lot of mental illnesses and stuff that's online that got y'all around here about to lose your mind, sitting here trying to keep up with them as they popping in and moving to all of this stuff, and they saying all of this stuff, and you trying to just want to get along and stuff. Man, bump that. Half of these people is undiagnosed with bipolar or manic depressant. Listen, there's a whole lot of stuff you get to see when you in Miami. And I know mental illness when I see it and when I'm around it. I can hear it. So you got to stop sitting up here trying to judge yourself by what somebody's mood is who don't even think they need some medication. You better go on ahead and live your life. You better go on ahead and move on your purpose and stop waiting for these folks to accept you. Bump them. They ain't got no heaven or hell. You need God-fidence. You need God-fidence. How about that? God-fidence. That's who you need to be worried about, trusting in. That's what you need to do. And if you struggling with your faith, ask God to help your unbelief. Ask God to increase your faith. Ask God to do what only he can do, which is to give you that peace that surpasses all understanding. Ask God. Stop seeking out man to fulfill you. Man can't fulfill you. Man cannot solve all your problems. That peace you searching for, that thing that's keeping you up at night, only God can solve that. Only God can give you that peace. Only God can. That's who you need to seek. Ask him to show up and show out as Jehovah Shammah so you can feel his presence and know that he's the God always with you. Ask him to be Jehovah Shalom in your life. That's the God of peace. Some of you need that peace. You need to find every scripture you can and affirm that. Read it out loud. Write it down every day until you believe that and get it in your heart of hearts. Some of these people is spewing out foolishness. They speaking blessings and curses at the same time. The Bible told you that fountain ain't no true fountain. It can't. It can't. An apple tree is not going to give you apples and oranges at the same time. It's impossible. So what I'm saying to you is that you start with seeking God for that peace. Asking God to give you that clarity at night. Asking God to help you feel that sense of validation and that wholeness that you're seeking. No other human can give that to you. Only God can. Man, this peace is so good. It's gooder on this side. I'm telling you, it's gooder on this side. Am I saying that sometimes you don't feel weary? Absolutely not, because Lord knows I was just tired yesterday. There are times where you're going to feel a bit discouraged. Are there things that are going to rattle you? What I'm enduring right now, what I'm going through in my family right now, it would break most people. But I'm still standing. You know why? Because not only do I have the peace of God, I also know I got peace with God. I got peace with God. And I understand that where the doctors, they can only report to me the facts, but God got the truth. He said he is the truth and the light. God got the healing that my grandbaby need. God can do the impossible. God got that healing. I know that he's Jehovah Rophe. I know it. He's been that for me. He has healed me of something that's uncurable, allegedly, according to man. There's so much. He said, listen, we know in part, we see in part. But guess what? There's going to be a day where the scale's going to fall from our eyes. You don't know everything, but he do. You don't got everything, but he do. So rest in his peace. Allow him to just be with you. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. Man can't give you that fulfillment. I'm sorry they lied to you. I'm sorry somebody told you that they will be the answer, that they could be whatever you like. They can't be. Only God can. Only God can feel that thing in your heart. Only God can feel that hole that's within your spirit and your soul. Only God can feel that. No man has that answer for you. Only God. You got to seek him first. You got to ask him. You got to be intentional and desire to have that peace. I got the peace once I desired it. I got the peace once I was intentional about it. I got the peace when I started to believe him and took him at his word. I got the peace when I made the decision to get the peace from God. So you got to decide, not just choose. You got to decide, which is a cutting away from anything else. You got to decide to have the peace of God that surpasses all human understanding. It's better on this side. It's gooder on this side. You can win in your health. You can win in your emotional health. You can win in your social health. You can win in your psychological health. You can win in your physical health. You can win in your environmental health. You can win in your spiritual health. I need you to repeat after me. My health is my business. I can win in my health. Woo! My health is my business. I will win in my health. Woo! My health is my business. I must win in my health. Woo! Dr. King said, always know that you count. Always know that you matter. And always know that your life has ultimate significance, because it does. I am Shawnte Health Wells, signing off from my little mountaintop today. But I'm walking the abundant health way. And I invite you, as my health lead, to walk the abundant health way too. Walk, hydrate, meditate. It's never too late to be who you should have been in health. George Eliot said, it's never too late to be who you should have been. Peace be with you. Share this with somebody that you love and care about. And if you agree, and if you're ready for that peace, I want you to type peace in the comments. Peace and amen and amen. Until we meet again. Woo! Flare out.